Hey everybody, it's Terry here from Naked and Famous Denim, and today I have a lovely fade review for you guys out there. So we're gonna do a little bit of before and a little bit of after. So come on with me and we talk about how these amazing Deep Indigo Stretch Selvedge fade. So before we get too far, I wanna talk a little bit about these Deep Indigo Stretch Selvedge over here. This is a 12-ounce denim, so right in the middle, and it has a super dark, super deep indigo color over here. Also, it has 2% stretch for your comfort, and a fun little detail is the gray weft. So it has a nice little like super dark by a little bit of a gray weft, a great recipe for fading combo. So without further ado, let's talk about these amazing pair that we got in here. So this is from at Morley Wilkins here from Victoria, BC. So huge thank you out to donating these jeans here. So this is a quick little notes. So basically he told me he was just living the lovely BC lifestyle there. So he's riding his bike, skateboarding, BMXing, camping there, and he's got some pretty cool stories. So again, a huge thank you. And again, if you have a cool pair of jeans, drop us a line, slide into our DM, send us an email, and we will definitely give you guys a discount for a future pair of jeans so you can continue your fading story. So let us move on and talk about these amazing jeans. All right. So as always, I like to start right here in the coin pocket here, and this is why. Look at that rivet. Look how worn it is here. It's almost golden in color here, and contrast that to some other rivets just around it here. They're still kind of silver, almost factory fresh. So classic right-handed, hand in the pocket example. A little bit of wear here where the the web of the palm kind of like resting on there. So definitely a little bit more than would probably be a right-handed individual. Cool little detail. This one always goes first. I like that. Yes, these jeans were worn just a wee bit tight over here, just a wee bit tight. You can kind of see there's a little bit of stretch marks there on the top button there. That's just fine. They held up great for all these years. This is kind of backed up by the fact that going over to the thigh here, our little whiskers are fairly horizontal, so you can kind of see them going across over there. They're pretty horizontal, but also really well defined, so that's a really interesting feature there. Speaking of interesting features, I just want to point out a cool fabric detail. Let's kind of smooth this out so you can see this in all of its glory. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. There is a little bit of a slub action going on here. Look at this kind of gentle, kind of vertical rainfall effect here. Classic slub yarn detail here. So they're not really advertised as a super slubby jean there. You can't really notice it when they're brand new, but the proof is in the pudding. Look at this there, they've faded just beautifully, kind of giving that very vertical detail to these amazing jeans. Moving down to the knee, definitely got a little bit of wear here on the knee here. This is just about to explode, not quite yet, but just about to explode. We have here on the sides here, we got a little bit of a delicate suggestion, a little bit of a sneak peek, a cheeky sneak peek of what kind of combs we can expect on the back of the knee here. So it's kind of like a little surprise over there. Moving down to the hem, excellent telltale evidence that these jeans were worn double cuff. You got a one blowout, two little blowout. This happens if you're outdoors there, whatever, you're going to get a little bit of grit in your little cuff. It will eventually start to blow out there before you, unless you kind of blow it out, rinse it out, whatever. And that's a great little sign that says these guys were cuffed. In fact, you know what? I bet these jeans just kind of want to pop back in, and that's absolutely right. They remember, the jeans remember, they want to be like this there. Absolutely, this is, these jeans were worn like this for years. You can see like the strong crease lines there. That's how these guys were worn, absolutely. And again, I'd like to point out this is the gray selvage line I talk about. It's a very rare one. I mean, the red dot, that's pretty normal, but the gray background, that's kind of special along with the gray weft here. So part of what makes the Deep Indigo Stretch Selvedge a little special. One other little detail I really like, I'm gonna point this out here. Look at the difference between the bottom of the leg and the top of the thigh in terms of color here. So this is still very dark. This is quite light. You know what? I love that. The difference here. It definitely reminds me of the gradient denim because there's kind of like a gradient going from top to bottom in terms of color. And just another reminder that the Deep Indigo Stretch Selvedge is a little bit of a slower fader. So it's going to take a fair bit of time to kind of like really get rid of all that dye here to get this really cool color. And anywhere that doesn't get that heavy wear, well, it's going to stay blue. Moving on to the back. What do we have over here? Well, we got some evidence of a pretty cool lifestyle over here. So right at the back here, we definitely have a little bit of a blowout here. We got the telltale rectangular sign of like a phone or wallet. And we got some kind of like really cool shredding action over here. And you may notice, dry your eyes here, we're missing something. Yes, we're missing one of the stitch lines here, right at the bottom of the yoke. You know, so normally there's two, and you can see like a faint ghost, a little bit of a stitch specter that used to be there, where there used to be a thread. And there are also kind of some like blown out threads over here. And according to the notes here, Mr. Wilkins said that he got this from a gnarly dirt jump. So pretty sick, if you ask me. I bet it was epic. Anyway, look what happens on the inside when you miss that stitch, kind of blows open like this. Jeans are still doing fine, still in one piece, protecting your posterior. And that's just a cool little bit of a story for these amazing jeans that live the fun, hard outdoor life. So yeah, right down there on the bottom, just want to finish off here with a quick little look at these back of the combs over here. So we got the back of the combs over here, just great. As I indicated before, very well defined. Just kind of like those white lines moving there, just really, really nice. And you know, another cool feature, this comb is mirrored here, right on this kind of disfelled seam there. So it kind of goes from beautiful dark blue to super white there. And I really like this detail. The same thing, but it's really highlighted here, like how it changes, how it transitions. So that's a cool feature. Well, he mentions in his letter that they weren't washed a lot there. So a great way to kind of like lock in some early fades is to kind of like wear them for a long time. And a good example of this, I want to go to the other leg here. You can see, I'm going to move over here, you can see a little bit of some micro blowouts. So he probably really pushed it right to the ragged edge there, you know, maybe like hanging them out in the sun. That's what he mentioned, to kind of keep them clean, a little bit of fresh air, but the sun keeps your clothes smelling fresh, even if they are, you know, used a little bit soiled, so to speak there, but they're still going to smell fine. And you can see evidence of that because there's a bit of grit here that kind of worked its way into these seams there, kind of started to blow out. But once you start getting that, you know you got to wash, otherwise your jeans will explode. So yes, that is it. This is a quick fade review. These are an amazing pair of Deep Indigo Stretch Selvedge. A huge thank you, got a shout out there to @Morley_Wilkins on Instagram there, and a huge big thank you to him for sharing these really, really cool jeans with us. They will live in a place of honor right here on the fade wall. So yes, again, so that's all. My name is Terry. It's from Naked Famous Denim. A huge thank you. And yes, if you want to send in a pair of jeans, send us a message. We will love to help put them on our wall, do a little video, and we'll send you a little discount to show our appreciation. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.